Double M's, it's your boy Keith.
And it's your girl Mandy.
And we back
with another video.
Yeah.
This time we cooked at home, you guys. We made grits, eggs, toast, and we got some sausage on the side. But yeah. So we're gonna get into this. What, baby?
Blessing session.
Let's do it.
Thank you, our most loving and heavenly Father, for all your bountiful blessings. Thank you for our friends and loved ones coming in so graciously to join us. We ask you to add a blessing unto them and their loved ones at this time. Add a blessing unto this food. Let it be nourishing to our body. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right. Yeah. I
got that cheese on them grits, y'all.
You know, gotta mix it in. I don't see. Y'all can see that steam still coming off them greens. I mean greens. I got them on my mind. Who cooking greens today? I bet you Faith Squad is though.
Hey.
I got greens on my mind. I'm talking about greens and this grits.
I'm gonna eat for y'all. Your girl hungry. Your egg is good, huh? I'm so greedy, y'all. Forgive me.
Yeah, I don't like my eggs to stick to the skillet. I use a little oil. I know a lot of people use butter.
Baby, we're gonna use the outside arm now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some left hand. Some left hand in there.
It's so good, y'all. Some sausage for y'all. And we like them a little crispy. They ain't burnt though. It's like the outside a little crispy, you know? We don't like no gummy sausage. I don't know the other way to describe it. Gummy?
No. I don't like my sausage gray. You know, if you have a sausage link
or patty.
Patty. And they kind of grayish, just cooked. They just turned the color.
The bomb.
Y'all,
I have some coffee here, y'all.
I'm sorry we can keep bringing that stuff up. So I look on the internet, and you got people that's done went and got all that stuff, toilet paper and paper towels and all that stuff, and they selling it on eBay.
Ain't clean at all. You know why they doing it too? Because they think they exempt. They think they gonna get that coronavirus. Oh.
What's y'all take on that?
It's going away. It'll be done soon. I'm telling you. People don't take that serious until they actually hit home. And that's unfortunate. But we ain't gonna talk too much on that corona because you know we all know we safe, we blessed. And it's gonna pass. It's gonna pass, y'all watch.
Y'all just do what you're supposed to be doing. Lord got me. Yeah, the Lord got you when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Say it again for me, they ain't hear you.
The Lord got you when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Amen.
Yeah, he got you. And he's shaking his head if you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. Washing your hands, being thorough, staying clean, wiping things down. Yeah.
Because he give you wisdom and understanding.
Yep.
You know, God take care of me. I ain't gotta do nothing. Come on, y'all. That ain't how life works.
Yeah, he'll take care of you. Go on and take you up out of here too. Like I said last time, safest place for you in the graveyard. Hey, looking for a safe place. Everybody there safe now.
Listen, he talking about being safe, and I'm gonna tell y'all something we watched on Netflix that he was trying to tell you about the other day. Self-made. We watched the story of the first black woman to become a millionaire in the United States, Miss Madam C.J. Walker. And the series is called Self-Made. It's like episodes. So like, I think, how many episodes is it?
It's a couple. And we're going to, allegedly, we're going to say was the first woman self-made millionaire.
She was one of the first. Yeah. You can actually look that up.
Some of y'all scholars out there.
But we can, no, it don't matter. They can look that up. That's on the internet everywhere. That she was one of the first African American females to be a self-made millionaire.
All right. We saying one of the first.
We know. Some people can say, "Hey, this was the first millionaire right here," but we're talking about self-made. She was a self-made one. I mean, yeah, they tried to say that Annie Malone, who also was another millionaire, who taught beauty school and had the product out first, and they said that Madam C.J. Walker stole her product and brand, and then added more products to it and more ingredients, and then became a millionaire as well. Well, we see it all the time in society. People do it every day. Somebody comes out with an idea, somebody else branches off of it. And then on top of that, Charmin makes toilet paper, so does Scott. So does what's the other one? Angel Soft. They all make toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure they all making it in similar ways using mainly the same ingredients. Yeah. I mean, let's keep it real.
But one just feel better.
Right. But just think, somebody probably make cheaping it down. I ain't gonna use that extra ingredient.
Yep. That ply.
To make it more affordable for people, you know?
You ain't using enough ply for that thing. That's why your little fingers, when you wipe, it busts through the toilet paper.
I don't know who's going through that, but we use Charmin around here.
Yes.
I'm like, nothing but Charmin.
Won't be nothing but Charmin that touch this little ring of mine.
You know what? Be quiet. I can't. We eating. You better hush. I'm gonna get him. But y'all, the story was really inspiring. And what we was trying to talk about on this situation
was couples.
Her marriage in the situation. And I know Madam C.J. Walker was married twice before she passed away. But her last husband, C.J. Walker, who she used the name for her brand, it was almost like the way they portrayed Octavia Spencer behavior in the series. And I know they're basing this off of what they heard of Madam C.J. Walker behavior and things that she did and things she said. That lady was very ambitious, absolutely ambitious, and she was goal oriented, and she was all about taking risk and chance because she wanted to get somewhere, and she wasn't gonna let nobody get in her way. And it was almost to the point where either her husband had to fall in line as if he was an employee, as if he was just willing to be everything and anything for her business,
or he
was just not gonna be her husband. And she was talking to him kind of rough. I mean, even pushed him to be with somebody else. The way the show portrayed it, pushed him to go mess around one of her sales reps.
Right. But if I could play the devil's advocate, because of being in the business, not having some intimacy times, and putting your focal point on the business, and this was why we were saying you need to talk to your significant other when you starting a business, because there's gonna be some times that hey, we need to get up, we need to figure out a routine, get up, we're gonna grind it out for this much, and some of our stuff we're gonna put to the side for a time, and then once we get there, you know what I'm saying, we can make time for each other and do some things for one another and like that. But if you don't have that conversation, then one of somebody's gonna feel kind of left out, or something is put before them. Them, or put before the marriage. I'm not being taken care of correctly, or my needs are not being met. And I guess that's how he felt. But me saying, play the devil's advocate, this man could have been looking at that woman all along when she started, oh, we need to get some more help. We can't all, as family members, do this, so we need to get some outside help. This outside help come in, and she done surrounded herself around these little young girls.
They look nothing like her.
Nah, you got a certain type of wife, and then your needs not met, you know what I'm saying? And then outsiders can see what's going on from you know, because they in the inside now. They ain't on the outside looking in. They're on the inside looking in the inside.
You gonna get on the inside and get slapped on the outside.
Hey,
get slapped back to the outside.
And more sometimes the spot, oh, I see what's going on here. You better nip it in the bud right now. But because she was so business oriented, hey, and
she didn't care about that stuff.
Yeah, she didn't care, and she knew how he loved her, and he did. He loved her, but because that certain need, fellas, if you ain't got self-control, which he didn't have self-control over that.
He tried to initially. He tried to be a little conservative because he felt like what he had with his wife was something special, and he was trying to hold out hope that it could get better, but it was just like he was giving into that flesh. And that woman was coming hard at him. No, she need to be left alone. Let's go to the bar. First of all,
so
I don't know no woman let no other woman approach him and even tell him what he need to be doing, and telling him about what she need. Well, you know, Mandy needs to be left alone. Ain't nobody walking up the keys talking to the keys about me on the scene.
And in my house, she crying because the business venture didn't go out. So let's say this: Mandy in the house and the kitchen just done cooked us a meal. I ain't even sat down, but Mandy eating and she crying, and you can tell, hey, I do want to be left alone. I need some time to think, get my mind in order. Something just went wrong with this business. I need to rethink and assess so I can get this business back where it's on. I need to be sitting down with my wife, even though she don't want to be bothered, and we come up with a conclusion together to get this thing back rolling. That's what I need to be doing. This joker let something buzz in his ear. Oh, she need to be left alone. Let's go out to the club. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the whole town know everybody. You in the club dancing, doing gyrating, all this kind of stuff, kissing and all this, and your wife at home crying, trying to
But listen, this the one that got me, y'all. This the one that got me with him. He goes and finally sleeps with Dora, the young lady who was working for Madam C.J. Walker as a sales rep, which is her best seller because she's light skin, pretty hair, you know. And that's the thing they were trying to say, that back in those times, those were the women that were desired. Those were the women that were considered beautiful. And it goes to show you how shallow, and how shallow has gone on for centuries. Beauty comes in all shapes, all sizes, all colors, baby. Trust and believe that. But moving back to the story, so what got me was the fact that he was in there sleeping with this young lady. And when Madam C.J. Walker walked up in there, he told me he had to try to get her back on the team, because apparently Dora had grabbed all her other sales reps and told them, we're gonna go over here to work with Annie. We don't have time. We're gonna work with Annie. Annie gonna treat us better. So they go over to they leave Madam C.J. Walker business to go work for Annie. They go work for the competition. Well, Dora is in the house, and he telling Madam C.J. Walker, who comes over to Dora's house. Madam C.J. Walker goes over to Dora's place to talk to her about coming back to her business. Like, what has happened here? What's going on? What can I do to kind of like fix the situation? Well, he up in there talking about he had the she told him to hide, but he wouldn't hide because of course Madam C.J. Walker busts up in the apartment like, girl, let me up in here. We need to talk. She didn't know her husband was up in there trying to hide. He comes on out looking a hot mess. He didn't even try to fix himself up. And then didn't even have no shoes on. You look down at his feet, bare feet. You've been laying up in the bed with this woman. What is you talking about? Tell my son you just came over here to try to talk her into coming back to the business. First of all, you don't even have no business over there talking to her about anything to do with the business if you ain't talking to me first. And we should be going over there together, right or wrong. That didn't even make any sense, but you know, it just goes to show. But she was kind of like hostile towards him. She was very rude at times, and she was almost like, and I think what he was really fighting for was to be seen as a man, because the whole time he kept saying, I'm a man. Dora sees that I'm a man, and you don't ever want another woman to see the man in your man. Okay, honey, nobody can't see what's in Keys like I see what's in Keys. Keys ain't gotta worry about hearing it from nobody else. Gonna hear it here first. He gonna feel it here first. That's the facts.
I'm definitely gonna feel it.
Shut up. I'm gonna beat your behind.
Cheers to that.
I'm gonna beat your behind. Oh, where my belt, y'all? Somebody FedEx me a belt, please. Boy, get out of here.
But my boy
But you
Kodak,
get what I'm saying?
my boy Kodak said, I had to get that bump. I had to feel it. Man, Kodak.
You and these little jitty buzz, boy. This boy love all the jitty buzz music. He love all the jits. All the jits. He's on all the jits, y'all.
Yeah, shout out to all the jitterbugs on YouTube doing their thing.
Yeah.
I say jit cause y'all younger than me, but the little brothers. The little brothers on YouTube doing their thing. Cheers to y'all.
But it's important that you don't be so hostile or aggressive or demeaning to your partner, because that could lead them to want to leave and go be with somebody else. They may not even be with nobody else, might just leave you, but it could lead people to want to leave, don't want to be in this relationship because it's not benefiting them, it's not healthy for them. So I didn't agree with the way she talked to her husband.
Yeah, it
was demeaning. It was demeaning of her.
Yeah, she really, I won't say backed him into a corner, but she did make him feel like he was not a part
of the business.
Of the business. My. And then the one of her friends, the guys that was that invested in the business, he was well aware of that, and he tried to bring it to her attention. And
so did her father-in-law.
Yeah, quite a few times. And I'm glad Mandy said that with the father-in-law, but the way he explained it to his son, man, was a little demeaning. You know, the way he came.
He was almost like encouraging divorce at that point.
Yeah, you know.
He could encourage him to leave his wife the way he was telling him, like, that's why you gotta have your own. You see, she keeps saying her business, and the father-in-law was so two-faced. He hadn't been on that plantation for too long, child. He was so two-faced. He would tell anybody anything they wanted to hear at the time.
He was the T-man.
Yeah, T-man. He would go to Madam C.J. Walker telling her one thing. He would come over there and tell the husband one thing, honey. He had everybody in the uproar. And that was another thing too. That stuff was getting to him because it seems like she got with him because he had his own career as an ad man. He knew how to place ads. He knew how to grow a business. He knew how to promote it and things like that. Then it's like, now you got this big business. You've able to accumulate all this wealth. And the only focus you have in this is you and your daughter, who is not his child. You already had this child when you met him. So your only focus is making sure your daughter's straight before you leave here. And it's like she was never really concerned about her marriage or her relationship. And my thing is, when you want to have a business or you want to do any entrepreneurship type ordeals, even if you work a job, it doesn't matter if you just got a career, you know, that you love and that you appreciate and that you're passionate about, you still have to make sure there's some passion and compassion in your relationship, like in your marriage. Like, I don't ever put anything before God and my marriage. Everything else is down the road on the list. I'm being honest, y'all, because tomorrow ain't promised to me. I have all the dreams and ambitions in the world, but if I ain't here tomorrow to see them through, then what would my life have meant, you know? But my husband can say, if something was to happen to me, that my wife loved me.
That's right.
You know, he would know the level of love that another woman would have to meet that standard. She got big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill. Because I truly love him.
Clown shoes to fill.
That big. Boy, you a mess.
Telling you, y'all, you got some clown shoes to fill. Trying to come over here and disrupt the function of what's going on over here. I'm talking about Jack and the Beanstalk, the giant shoe size. I'm saying shoe size that they ain't even got out here. A size 45.
Boy, you crazy. Basically can't feel my shoes. What are you trying to tell you? But you know, I just felt like, you know, you have to have a balance. You know, Key supports everything that I want to do. I support everything he wants to do. You know, and it took time to grow and learn that. Key's always had that concept of, baby, we need to do something together. I didn't always have that thought, you know. But I thank God that I do now. I thank God because I want it more now than I ever wanted it before.
Yeah.
I enjoy my husband's company. I enjoy us being together. We best friends, you know. He is my friend. If I don't have nobody else, I'm okay. I got him.
At the end of the day, y'all see that, and I'm gonna use Bible again. Prodigal son. He wanted all this stuff. His father gave him all this stuff, and he went out there and he squandered it. You know, had fun, partied, all that, wasted all his money, made friends because he had money and whatever else that he had. But when it was all gone, everybody dispersed.
Ain't that the truth?
Look here, when you got a good person on your team, on your side, your confidant, and they ain't going nowhere, you go out here and you can make all the friends in the world, but when everything disperses and all the smoke clears, guess who's still gonna be standing there?
That's right. That's right. And you got to be grounded now before a breakthrough. You got to be grounded now before your successes. You got to be grounded now, before opportunity. Because let me tell you something, when it comes and you're not grounded and you're not focused and you're not prepared and you start thinking that something else is out there better than what you have right now, man, oh man, it don't last long.
Let me tell you something. Prince Darnell, I don't know, and Miss Chanel, I don't know if y'all, Dana Chanel, I don't know if y'all watch our channel, but I had to give him a shout out. Okay, because I watch him. He's very, very inspiring for a young brother.
Yes, he is.
And kudos to y'all and y'all marriage and everything. He said something. He has a
podcast,
a little podcast that he does, and he does the little Instagram. You know how you do the little Instagram TV, and he was talking, and he said, when things are going, you gotta have like a Rolex attitude. If y'all don't know about a Rolex had to go through some trying like experiments for it to know it can stand the test of time. So what they did when they was making a Rolex, they took it and they put it on a submarine, and I learned this by watching him because I didn't know myself. They put it on a submarine, went way down deep in the ocean, and I don't know. I can't remember how deep they went, but they went deep.
Yeah, submarine goes real low. Goes real
went all the way down there. Hit the bottom of the ocean floor. Stayed down there for a couple of minutes or so, and then came back up, and the watch was still going. I said that to say this. You're gonna have to go through some things.
Amen. Say it.
You're gonna have to go through some things in order to come out on top. That Rolex had to come and go through some things in order for it to be one of the best out there. So,
and no matter how many, listen to this, y'all, no matter how many new watches come on the scene, no matter how many diamonds they add to it, how many clusters they put on it, no matter how big and fabulous they make that other watch, that Rolex will stand the test of time.
And to add on to that, even when you have adversities, even when you stop, when something happens traumatically in your life where you have to stop, as a Rolex, if you stop, that Rolex is still alive, but it'll stop ticking. It'll stop. But let me tell you this. Even when you stop, there's ability in you to what? Get up. Dust yourself off.
Keep going.
And get back into the swing of things. Same with that Rolex. You wind it up. You have to wind that thing back up. I think about 40 times. And what happens?
It starts ticking again.
It's right back in. You gotta keep moving.
So you might have to fall a few times.
Yeah.
You might catch a few scrapes, bumps, bruises, but you gotta keep on going. You gotta keep on going.
How many of y'all out there got a mind as a Rolex? And before you start, you have to have that mental Rolex mind already. Already. You can't just say you a Rolex. It ain't gonna work.
And take it back to the series on Netflix. Y'all make sure you check out Self-Made on Netflix with Octavia Spencer, please. It's a very, very good series. There's a lot of jewels and gems being dropped in the episodes. But to bring it back to that, what I want to say is that if her and her husband had sat down and determined that they had a Rolex mindset. See, I can't be over here thinking Rolex, you thinking Timex. Can I say it again for y'all? I can't be thinking Rolex, you over here thinking Timex. We talking about two different watches, we talking about two different brands, and we talking about being sold in two different type of stores. We're not even in the same store, we're not even in the same conversation. Because everybody can get a Timex. But everybody can't get no Rolex. Let's be for real. Some of us are having conversations with people who are not even in the room. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Some of us are in relationships, marriages, situations with people who are not even in the room. You're having conversations with them and all you're saying is words to them. They're not soaking up anything. They're not understanding anything. They're not caring about anything. And see, when you have something in your life that you want to do that's very important, it's also important the person that you're walking this life with understands the importance of that goal and that dream. Cares about that goal and that dream as if it was their own. And they take ownership for it like it's their own. My baby, when I told him I wanted to do this thing with speaking, motivating, encouraging people, he said, I know that's in you. And we're going to do that together. I'm going to help you. I'm going to be there with you every step of the way. If he would have said, I don't really know about that, and shunned me off, that would have let me know he wasn't even in the room. Yeah, he's sitting in the room talking with me, but he ain't paying attention. He understanding. He don't care.
Emotionally, spiritually, what come with it, and mentally, you're not in the room.
You're not in the room, and you're upset with your spouse and your mates because they don't share your passion, your dream. But the thing about it is, you knew they never was. You knew they never were gonna share that with you. You knew they didn't care when you got with them. Some of us are with people we ain't got no business dealing with. And I feel like with Madam C.J. Walker and the C.J. Walker guy, the Charles Joseph Walker guy, whatever, it could have been something great because it seemed like he wanted to support what she was doing. Yeah, at times he got tired of dealing with it because, you know, he wanted to have, you know, family time, intimacy. He wanted to be with his wife. Everybody gets like that. You're human. You're gonna have those human emotions. Okay, baby, I know we working on this dream over here, but let's work on some personal time over here too. You know, and that's natural. That's natural. But she didn't care about that.
And you seen it. It came up. Little nuggets was coming up where you see people say, you know, when you are what is that? Satisfied.
Yeah,
where you at?
When you're complacent. Complacent.
Oh, and he was saying that we good right now. You know, we made it. And she wasn't. No, we haven't. We still have room
to grow.
Yeah, for more. And he's like, what's wrong with where we at now? And that's where they should have been having the conversation. That was time for a sit down. You know, hey, we need to start doing this. She should have added him more into the business where he had some
ownership. Made him feel like he had ownership in the business. And I think he would have made him a little bit more happier. But I think still he would have had issues because the one thing he kept getting caught up in is tradition. Tradition had him immobilized. I'm gonna tell you why I say had him immobilized. Had him at a standstill. Had him stuck. Like, you know, he was in a wheelchair. He was paralyzed because he couldn't get past the fact that in that day and age he was married to a woman who had so much ambition and drive and was goal oriented, and he was used to the woman cooks, clean, wash the clothes, you know, have my dinner ready when I come home from work. That was the mentality that he had. And when he saw he had married this ambitious, outgoing, strong woman, he didn't know how to accept that because that wasn't how he was raised. He came from a father who worked on a plantation where his father was even told what to do. You know, he saw the women being, you know, he saw the women cooking, cleaning, doing all this for the master and doing this all in the back shed for their own families. And here he had a wife who was saying, I'm gonna be an owner, I'm gonna be a businesswoman. And since she talking about James Walker, I'm gonna take the madam's part. So she was married before. She had been married before previously. Yeah, she had already had.
So out of that divorce, she had already programmed herself where I've already been the mother, the wifely type, the washing the clothes, the having the dinner ready and all of that. And she was trying to break free mentally from all of that. And they never had a conversation that she didn't want that anymore. I want to be a businesswoman. I don't want to be a housewife. And that's where the
in that day and time, they didn't think you could have both.
And you seen it from some of the prestigious wives from men that had,
like Booker T. Washington, wife had several degrees,
and they were scared to speak up.
He has his thing, I have my thing, and we stay in the back. And Madam C.J. Walker was telling them, why stay in the back? Why stay in the back?
You need to be up front with the rest of them.
We need to be in the front
with the men. That's where the action is. The action ain't in the back. But the woman had to go on and voice her opinion because she's speaking to another woman and came to the rescue. Well, there was room for the front and the back. There's action everywhere around you.
And now, as we can see today, women have evolved. We aren't just housewives anymore. There are some still that exist, but I wouldn't want to be no housewife in this day and age.
And it's your preference.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be. For me personally, I wouldn't want to be because I know there's a lot of good in the world I can do, and that's what I want to do. You know, that's what I want to do. So, you know, I thought that was a really, really good series. You know, this coronavirus, has really given us time to think, sit down, and look at some things. We even watched another great movie on Apple TV called The Banker with Samuel Jackson. I can't think of the other young man's name right now.
About investing? Nah.
Yeah, that was a really
like
good movie.
One of E.T.'s partner, his name is what do they call him? He sells properties as well. Not carve out properties, but this is the other one. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
It'll probably come back to you, but it's like three guys that E.T.
I know C.J. Carl and man.
Can't say his name.
Can't say his name.
It'll come back to you though. But what did you want to say about what he does?
With the banker, he does pretty much the same thing, and it made me think of him when we were watching that. And everyone always thinks you always need a lot of money to start something or to do something, or you have to be rich already or something like that, and that's not the case.
You just need to have good intentions
and good ambition and be confident.
That's it. Be confident, have good intentions, and be ambitious about it. And move with some integrity. Let everything you do be with integrity. If you let everything you do be with integrity, it'll go further in life. And and don't forget your family. I could never do anything and forget about Keys or put him on a back burner to trying to gain this world. This world, all this stuff is gonna perish one day. This is what's important, love and
I can honestly say we in the world, but we not of the world.
Amen. Absolutely. And people say, oh, we don't deal with anybody, we stick to ourselves, and that's particularly why
Jamal, gotcha, brother. I'm sorry about that.
It came back to him, the guy's name.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, like he said, we are in the world, but we're not of the world. And sometimes people say we don't deal with anybody, we just stay to ourselves. And that's why we stay to ourselves, because you know, when you start involving too many people that don't have the same likeness as you, or don't have the same goals and dreams or ambitions as you, you tend to start, you know, getting unfocused and getting distracted. You know what I'm saying? So to keep distractions down, you have to limit sometimes the people that you have up in your space and your circle, up in your business, up in your game room, period. So, you know, it's no shade to anybody. It's just that sometimes you have to limit, you know, who you dealing with, how many people you dealing with, so that you can maintain your focus on what you're trying to do. You know, it's the truth.
We just wanted to share that with you.
Yeah.
Y'all
if you guys saw the,
can understand.
Absolutely. And if you guys saw the series Self-Made, let us know if you're watching it, what episode you in, what have you what kind of nuggets have you gotten from it. I mean, what jewels you seen drop. Like, tell us some things you liked about the show. I mean, it's a really, really good series on Netflix, y'all. Check out Self-Made. It will motivate you. It will encourage you. Keys and I, during this time, have just been looking at things that motivate us, encourage us. We've been working on some other stuff, even though we, you know, really can't do much because things are closed down. But we've been doing a whole lot more than what we was doing before.
Yeah, take some time out. Read some things and stay on the first chapter. Read the first chapter about 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
So you get a great understanding of whatever book you read right now.
And then don't move on to the next chapter. Implement some of the things that's in that first chapter that you read. You know, to get some gears moving and get some things done. About that, if you reading some self-help or some success books or whatever books that you reading, you know, so you can get a good understanding of what's going on or what needs to be done. Yep. Well, don't forget to thumbs up this video.
Thumbs it up.
Boom. Don't forget to share the video.
Share the videos. Ain't gonna hurt nothing to share nothing.
You already know. Get down there in the comments. Holla at your boy. Holla at your girl.
Ow.
You, come on. Y'all know. You beat me to it. You already know what to do. Hit that bell. Bing. so you can be notified of all the content, all the videos that we have in store for you. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the DoubleMKingdom.
And we'll see you in our next video. But before we go, y'all better get down in that description box and hit that t-shirt launchpad link and get your shirts, because the blessing session shirts are available right now. They ain't not, listen, the USPS still is shipping out, baby. They still shipping out that mail, baby. So come on, get your shirts. Don't be scared. Get your shirts. Show your love, show your support. And we will see you again, like I said, in the next video.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.